Hey everybody, I got a great question from the factoring review. This is number 9 on the factoring review. So we're asked to completely factor this trinomial. A couple of things that make this hard are that we've got two variables involved, and that the a in the trinomial is not 1. It's always easier to factor trinomials if you just have like a squared or x squared in front. But they're still doable. So let's see. Okay, so factor completely this trinomial. First thing you always look for is a GCF, and I don't see anyone. 5, 8, and 4 don't share anything, and there's no variable that's common to each of the terms. So we move on from there. It's a trinomial, so we're going to use the AC method. Remember that this is the A, 8 is the B, and -4 is the C. So the AC method just has us multiply the first number and the last number together to get -20. And then I just want to make a list of -20's factors. So 1 times -20, 2 times -10, 4 times -5. And then I really just have the same numbers. I just flip the negative over to the other side, to the smaller number. Okay, so these are all the possibilities that would make this factorable. If if you make this list and you find out that none of the pairs adds up to be the middle number, or 8, then the trinomial is not factorable, it's prime. Okay, but we are in luck here. We scan down our list and we find two numbers, -2 and 10, such that if I added them instead of multiplying them, I would get the middle number, or 8. Okay, I would get this 8 in the middle. Okay, now we're going to use -2 and 10 to split the middle. And that just means I'm going to rewrite that 8ab as -2ab and 10ab. And these are just the same as the first and the last term. We don't mess with those. Okay, once we've made 4 terms by splitting the middle, we can now factor by grouping. So I'm going to consider the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms. I look for a GCF in the first 2 terms and I find an A. I can pull out an A, and what's left is 5a and -2b. Okay. And then same thing for this group. I'm looking at these 2 terms and I can pull out a 2 and a b, leaving 5a and -2b. You always want to see what's left in the parentheses be the same, okay? Because that allows me to do my next step, which is really just to have the 5a minus 2b here and to pull out these 2, the a plus 2b out in front, okay? So then we have just, we factor this. It's a multiplication of 2 binomials. So I hope that helps on this problem. There's some challenging aspects to it.